One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense comes onto the field first today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
In the backfield, it's Terrell. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So Wisconsin's offense will have its first possession of the game. Hands it off. Turning it on. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, you know, and then the second one, you know, usually he takes me out of the game.
Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Snags it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. Wilson to pass. Fires to the right. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
He gets it away from his own end zone. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Quarterback adapting. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down, the throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They are going to try to get that established in this game.
He breaks a tackle. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Wildcats want to crank the tempo. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Got his man downfield, and he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously.
Is another 1st down for the offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Akron. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't get him to the ground. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Quickly to the tight end. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So
hits the afterburners. He now has 91 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big...
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Badgers getting that pass rush from the 2nd level like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny, they all kind of look the same. Athletic, smart guys that are tough guys, but one thing you have to have at Wisconsin for defense, versatility when you play linebacker.
As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Wilson to pass. Hauls it in. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to return it. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short.
Just plowing ahead. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dayne, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness. He's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the first down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's McGee. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
They'll run play action. He'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Catch in the middle. It's Terrell. Tackled at the 33 after picking up 10. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The hand to the running back.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wilson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Myers on the move. He's got an open man. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
The Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Badgers.
And that shows you the importance of the run game and balance on offense. They run the football. Next play, they come back. Safeties, linebackers, bite on the run, opens up the big pass down the field. He catches it, and he glides into the end zone for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wilson to pass. Right on the money. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. Northwestern wants to go quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Terrell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Bringing the heat. Unleashes one. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Wants to throw again. A strike downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Fires to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Here's a heat. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Makes a connection. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Barry. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Badgers will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Wilson will throw. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Northwestern right back to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Terrell. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with a 15-yard pickup.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quick strike complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
The Badgers can really attack on this second and short. They go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. This guy is rolling over 150 yards on the day. But let's give a doff of the fedora to the guys who are making the Travis Fredericks of the world proud.
Yeah, I don't know what you just said, but I know that means the offensive line is blocking really, really good up front, making holes. And when you're at Wisconsin, you get featured. You touch the rock, and that's why you have big days of production like today.
And the Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. They'll try to sneak it.
Yeah, and I think those quarterback sneaks used to be for the big, strapping quarterbacks. But, man, nowadays, dude, all you got to do is fall forward, and it's such a hard play to stop. So you see this all across all levels of football, and it's just a difficult play to stop.
Breaks the tackle. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Looking for room. It's Marshall. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Knocked down in the backfield. And boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Right back to him on the ground. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Terrell. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Makes the catch. It's Terrell. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He almost goes. Punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of...
Touchdown, Northwestern! Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by 9 to USC. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for it. Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Badgers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And the Badgers are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking for a big play. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. He's chased out of bounds at the 11-yard line, and now they're backed up after that poor return. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Wilson to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Finds his tight end, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Northwestern will send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Hauls it in, looking for space. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Quick handoff. Fights off the defender. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to...
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Grab. The Badgers pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's Marshall. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And the Badgers in the hurry up. Got it back on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot. Scoring.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Wilson will throw. Trying to set up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
52, Northwestern, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
A loss of 8 yards on the play. Number 17.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by?